This story comes from the CBC. Court approves the sale of 43 Catholic Church properties to settle abuse victims' claims. I just want to say, fucking good. I will be satisfied when they sell the actual Vatican. I will be satisfied
when they sell the fucking hat off the Pope's fucking head.
That's it.
Sell the fucking hat off his head, man.
Yep. Sell it all.
Get rid of it.
Sell your golden staff and your weird chalices and all that garbage.
The most egregious shit that happens with the Catholic Church is the settling that they have to do outside of everything, that they don't wind up, that these people don't wind up getting more and more and more, and that there's all this settling and all this conniving and all the bullshit money they spend to try to get statute of limitations taken up. And like when those rules start to come by, they send lobbyists. They spend thousands of dollars on lobbyists, hundreds of thousands of dollars on lobbyists to stop those things from happening. They're just, it's super fucking shady, man. It's just shady as fuck. And so they should be sued out of existence.
They should.
And I hope they will be.
I hope this is the first step, because I remember covering a story, and it's been a long time. I remember we covered a story where the Catholic Church was forced to pay a settlement, and they basically said, well, we couldn't pay the whole settlement because we didn't raise enough money.
And then they did like a GoFundMe or whatever?
Yeah. And at the same time that they didn't raise enough money for the settlement funds, they were building a
brand new church, yeah.
And it was like, I don't give a fuck. Where, like, if I get sued, I don't get to say, okay, I got sued. I accept that judgment.
That's fine, but I got to get a new car.
But yeah, right.
And I need to buy, I'm going to take my wife out to dinner.
What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm just
going to live my life, and then if I have a little extra, which I won't, I will give it to you.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I'm going to ask my friends to pay my judgment. If they don't pay it, then I don't know how I'm going to pay you.
I don't know.
I'm obviously not going to liquidate my fucking assets.
I just want to let you know I got plans.
Sue them into the dirt, dude.
Who do you say that to unless you're the church, though?
Right.
And what I think is happening in all these different places is the church used to have a bigger draw. The church used to have more people in government, in places of power that could protect them in these cases. Yep. And they're losing, nuns and duns are the biggest growing demographic.
It's kind of ironic that all those nuns result in a lot less nuns.
I know, right? But nuns and duns, they're the biggest ones. And so, you're looking at fewer places for them to reach up on high and say, oh, come on, Jimmy, I knew you when you were a little kid. And
fill that coffer.
Yeah. Not just that, but like, what if the fucking DA?
Right.
And then
That's
whatever.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
Like all those friends in high places.
Who
do you have as a friend in high places?
Yeah, they've lost a lot of protection.
You lose a lot of people that can't just push this under the rug and help you with your criminal enterprise.
I also think that the veil of secrecy that they've been able to rely on that was community-based, meaning like kids would get fucked and they would go to their parents and be like, I got fucking raped by Father Evil McWhatever the fuck.
And the grab pants.
Yeah, right. And the parents would be like, they wouldn't believe them, or they would want to protect. They would be afraid of the church. They would want to protect. A lot of those things that happened, the community did not rally around the victim.
Right.
The community rallied around the church.
Almost always around. At least you always heard that perspective.
Yeah. And I think that's changed.
Yeah.
I think now it's like, nowadays, I think it's like fucking Father McEvil Pants raped me. It's like, well, great. We're gonna murder that guy. We're gonna take him down.
Well, and then the internet also changed how pre-shuffling worked. So the internet changes that in a big way. You go to bishopaccountability.org. That's a huge change. It's an enormous change because suddenly I can look on bishopaccountability.org and see any of my local priests.
And see what they've been accused of.
See what happened. Because if they have had a crime accused against them, especially one of these crimes, they're going to show up.
It's going to be there.
And we're talking, thousands of priests' names are listed on there. And so, I just feel like that's just even one website. But you could look up your priest, look up whatever. You could see, because somebody might get nosy and look it up. And the internet's for like a lot of times those things, they stay up there for a long time.
Yep.
The top hit for your priest could be that he got thrown out of this one diocese because he was too handsy and they sent him down over here. And so there's so many things that are working against them. And I just want to see it all fucking fall apart.
I do too.
Like a fucking house of cards. Get rid of it.
It is an evil, anachronistic organization that delightfully cannot keep up with the times.
They don't stop either. They don't stop. And you see that it's still happening. So get rid of it.
Yep. Sell it all.